So, if you want a bit of advice or and some tips on scammers, this is some tips and some advice. Um, what I've what you'll notice right with some of these scammers is they genuinely are very obsessed with being famous. They are very obsessed with being famous. They do want a lot of attention. Um, and oftentimes, they are narcissistic, and these are the traits, of a narcissist. That's what narcissists are like. They're very obsessed with being famous. They're very self-obsessed. They think of themselves like very highly and above people. Oftentimes, they'll be very, very in love with themselves, and behind, closed doors, they'll they just they have this sort of complex to them, right? Where they're just above everyone. You get me? So oftentimes, that's what these scammers are like. And yeah, those are some tips, those are some advice. That's a bit of advice that you can learn from, and understand, so that you're not really affected by these scammers. That's what they're like. They genuinely are very obsessed with being famous. I've had this one person. He's been on my coming onto my Twitch page, and then eventually this person, their narcissism, they eventually couldn't control their narcissism, and then went on their fucking. At first I was like, I didn't trust this person, right? This person was on my page and I didn't trust this person. I was like, I really didn't really trust this person. But this person wasn't really doing anything to me, so I was like, all right, you know what? It's whatever. If you're not causing any trouble, whatever. I'm not like I was not gonna say anything. I was just like, whatever. The person's not been causing any trouble, whatever. Um, and as time went on, this person eventually, their narcissism eventually finally came out, and they went on like this little rampage and started disrespecting me. And then I was like, all right, yep, cool, bro. And then, blocked the person. And then clearly it looks like, this same person, um, it looks like it's the same person that I blocked. It probably is. As their anonymous ass Instagram account, and started messaging me again. The reason why they target people like me is because they often target people that are respected, but respected by others, liked by others, people that are um, people that have some power to them, or have some social status. Okay, oftentimes that's who they'll target, and then they'll be, latching onto those people like they latched onto me, um, and with the because that's what they're attracted to. Okay, they're attracted to power. They're attracted to all these stereotypical things: power, money, fame. That's what they're attracted to. So, that's why this one and those like them, attached to me. And so, yeah, that's what you'll realize with these scammers and these sorts of people. you know that's often what you'll realize with them and what they're like. And if they latch onto you, and that's what you'll realize about them. But yeah, you just gotta you just got to know yourself, and yeah, just watch some of my videos if you want. Go to my previous, there's a previous video that I uploaded, and just go there and even leave some comments if you want some more tips and have some more questions about dealing with these sorts of people. That's it for today. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more, and yeah, man, appreciate it. Subscribe for more, and that's it. Love, and love. Bye.